What happens when a star collides with another star? I mean celebrity, of course. Think no further. Today I'm speaking about 10 footballers who dated gorgeous celebrities. So, which footballers made the list? For some of these superstars, they are enjoying the best of two worlds. For some others, what they thought would last a lifetime has ended like a cruel defeat in the World Cup final. Number 1. David and Victoria Beckham. This British powerful pair, Posh and Becks, have been partners since 1998 and recently celebrated a laudable 23rd wedding anniversary back in July. They've weathered all sorts of challenges and have come to unconsciously set the standard for others who would toe this path. They are the creme de la creme of celebrity marriages. The Spice Girls star and a shy young David had first met in 1997 at a charity football match. Where else could they have met? At the time, Posh Spice was the more famous of the two. The Spice Girls had just taken the world by storm a year earlier, whereas Becks was still yet to break into United's first 11. What brought them together, you may ask? Well, wonder no further, as Posh answers the question in a letter addressed to her younger self, saying, "Love at first sight does exist, although you will get a little drunk, so exact details are hazy." Number 2. Wesley Sneijder and Jolanthe Sneijder-Cabau. The Dutch midfielder was amongst the very best in his prime. Sneijder had his best year in 2010 when his team swooped a scintillating treble before wrapping his fantabulous year with a second-place finish with Orange at the World Cup. Wesley all but made up for narrowly missing the World Cup gold medal as 6 days later he got married to the stunning Spanish-Dutch goddess Jolanthe. Good to know that he doesn't miss when it comes to love. Thrice voted sexiest Dutch woman by the Dutch FHM, the Dutch Enchantress is an actress, model and television host. It's quite ironic that these superstars actually snuck out on their first date to avoid the all-seeing prying eyes of the media. This partnership would go on to experience 9 years of bliss before reality kicked in. Currently, they are separated, but anything is yet possible. Sneijder is hopeful that one day himself, Cabau and their kid will become a family again. Number 3. Gerard Piqué and Shakira. Up next, we have the Waka Waka star and ex-La Roja centre-back. Theirs was a tale of fate on one hand and faith on the other. Piqué, her knight in shining armour, shows up dispelling the darkness that threatened to overwhelm the music sensation. In her own words, the dancer went on the record with Elle in 2013, saying, "I think if you can prove the existence of God, it can only be proven through love. I even had lost my faith for a while. I was becoming agnostic. And suddenly, I met Gerard, and the sun comes out." The arrival of Gerard was a breath of fresh air for the beautiful Liar singer, whose fame stretched from coast to coast. Waka Waka set the stage for what would eventually be 12 years of utopia for the couple. When this pair met, the Spanish defender was a household name for the Spanish giant Barcelona and La Roja, with triumphs in Euro 2008 and UCL 2009. The dynamic duo was at the peak of their powers and all the world at their feet. With 2 kids and a divorce between them, these lovebirds won't ever be the same again. Number 4. Sergio Ramos and Pilar Rubio. The Andalusian centre-half plied much of his trade with European giants Los Blancos before he switched to PSG last summer. A ferocious and serial winner on the field who faced the likes of prime Messi and never felt threatened. It was shockingly surprising to find out that there was at least something that made this aggressive defender cower. What was it? Well, while he had his own way more often than not on the field, when it came to affection, he had this to say about Rubio. "I saw her as unattainable and thought the worst thing that could happen is that she doesn't reply. Glad to know that the Andalusian, for all his bravado, is still human." We were oblivious to this till this delightful reporter and presenter came into the picture. The couple connected when Rubio interviewed the 6-foot-tall, then Los Merengues skipper. The Spanish duo tied the knot in 2019 after about 7 years of dating. They have 4 kids and recently shared that they are having their best time yet. Rubio posted about her hubby on Instagram while standing before the Eiffel Tower with the caption, "The City of Love" or "Love in the City. Stop looking at me like that or I'll die." The fairy tale continues. Number 5. Neymar and Bruna Marquezine. Moving on to the Brazilian sensation and magician. From the early years, the ex-Santos forward has been a force of nature to reckon with. As a bona fide samba boy, he had the flair, charisma and swagger of a natural born. Watching him as he dazzled on the ball with his Shakira-like moves, twirling and dribbling past opponents was a joy to behold. Carrying that same sizzling form into his personal life, he's been in an on and off relationship with the Brazilian actress. The ex-lovers had met at the mammoth-crowded Rio Carnival in 2012. Bruna marked her entrance onto the stage in the year 2000. Both have kept mute on the cause of their severed relationship and wish each other well. Will they come together again in the near future? Our fingers are crossed. Number 6. Francesco Totti and Ilary Blasi. The Roma legend and Italian World Cup winner stands unique in that he only played for one club, AS Roma. Lautaro Redi Roma, the 8th king of Rome, registered 785 appearances for his boyhood club, netting 307 goals and providing 186 assists. He met his ex-wife in 2002 and had their nuptials in 2005. In their 20 years of marriage, they had 3 children. The pair, dubbed the Italian Beckhams, have since fallen off the wagon and divorced earlier in the year on account of marital infidelity on the part of Ilary. Love has turned to war, and as the saying goes, all's fair in love and war. The pair have since been embroiled in a fiery legal tussle in what has now been tagged as one of football's messiest divorce sagas. Number 7. Edin Dzeko and Amra Salajic. Not much is known of this Bosnian beauty other than what she reveals. One thing is for sure, the former Man City attacker met his wife Amra for the first time while he adorned the sky blue colours of the Citizens. The Bosnian Diamond is credited with being the first player to score 50 goals in 3 of the major football leagues: the Bundesliga, the English Premier League, and the Italian Serie A. The Sarajevo-born actress and model broke out to stardom when she won the French Metropolitan Top Model competition in 2000. She would later become the face model of Resident Evil's Jill Valentine in some of the video game series, as well as featuring in several movies and music videos. Together with Edin, they have 2 girls and a boy. The story continues. Number 8. Mikel Arteta and Lorena Bernal. The former Everton and Arsenal midfielder maestro and now Arsenal manager made his name playing for the EPL side Everton. Although he never starred for the Spanish national team, he was an integral part of the Everton side that took the Premier League by storm in the mid-2000s. The multilingual model and actress won the 1999 edition of Miss Spain and went on to finish in the top 10 finalists of Miss World. The sweethearts met while going to celebrate Christmas with family in 2002. 20 years and 3 kids later, their fondness for one another has not diminished. It's just as an Arsenal fan quipped, "Our manager is having the time of his life with his wife. Just happy the atmosphere is reflected on the pitch." Number 9. David De Gea and Ederson Garcia. And here is the only shot stopper on our list. The Manchester United's goalie has shown himself an indispensable member of the European giant since his move in the summer of 2011. The Spanish stopper has more often than not produced outstanding saves that are reminiscent of the days of Peter Schmeichel and Edwin van der Sar. Van der Sar once commented, "De Gea is high, has good feet, comes with authority and is agile, has everything to be one of the greatest goalkeepers in the next 10 years. True to it, he's been one of the best over the last decade, except for some occasional bloopers." Details are sketchy as to when and where David met the charming singer, but all we can conclude is that David dived all in for the TV presenter and actress. They have been together since 2014, and their union has produced a daughter named Janai. These two have preferred to keep their personal life private, and they're succeeding at it. Number 10. Cristiano Ronaldo and Irina Shayk. The one considered as the GOAT in some circles, and arguably so, CR7 has evolved from the golden boy who did fanciful stepovers and an avalanche of skill into a terrific goal machine, and a highly efficient one at that. This superstar has bagged over 800 goals, and he is the first player to score in 5 World Cup tournaments. That is some Herculean stuff right there. Just as the Portuguese skipper is used to leaving defenders and goalkeepers devastated in his wake, such has been the way in his romantic life as well. Almost as though he's either running after models or the models are drooling over him. And why not? Only a few people can put in the vast energy that he puts into looking that good. CR7 is also a model after all. The forward is no stranger to the world of supermodels, actresses and celebrities. He dated Russian supermodel Irina Shayk back in 2010, and the relationship lasted 5 years before the golden couple of showbiz severed the tie. The cause of the split has never been known, as both made a pact to keep a low profile and not allow the media frenzy to affect their relationship. Both have moved on and have kids of their own. Who else is on your list of football players who dated gorgeous celebrities? Let us know in the comment section. Remember to hit that like button and that subscribe button so you don't miss any future uploads. See you soon. Thank you.